Hey guys, what is up? Andrew coming at you. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Actually, I guess for you guys, most of you in Sweden, it's the afternoon, but for me, it's kind of early in the morning. I have my McDonald's coffee here, and I thought it would be fun to go ahead and answer some of your questions. I've gotten a lot of questions and comments. I'm going to see how I title these. I want to title these videos now to kind of talk about what I'm getting into in the videos, what you guys like and everything like that. And I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and you're kind of enjoying the extra videos I have coming out. So I'm going to go through here and try to look as many topics as I can. And let's see here. One guy, Serkan, coming to Sweden, and I just want to welcome you to the community, welcome you to the channel, and I hope you have a fantastic travel. Tio asked me to speak Swedish. As you saw, a video will be coming up here soon, probably my next one, or really early this week, where I'm going to try to go through and read your comments in Swedish. That'll be a lot of fun. I'll have to probably do a little bit more editing because I don't know if you'll always understand me. So I'll maybe put the comments on the bottom here, but that should be a fun video, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm 3Pick. It said I've earned a sub. That's awesome, man. I'm really happy to hear that. One of my buddies here, YouTubesaurus, was really happy with the anxiety topic video that I had. And that's what I want to do. Is I enjoy having the Swedish topics and talking about that. But I want to give you guys overall like life advice that I've learned. Not that my life is amazing or that I have all the ideas, but of course I think I have maybe an interesting perspective on that. So that'll be interesting. Let's see here. Harry Tervanen asked me if he could see me living in Sweden permanently. You know, I'm not 100% sure. I've lived there for 5 years, and there's a lot of pros and cons. I'm currently dating someone now in Sweden, which probably is going to really impact my decision of what I'm going to do. What's fun about this series is I think that Sweden and the United States both have a lot to offer, and I think Sweden is a great place to kind of raise a family. Without a family, however, I also think that business is kind of booming in the United States, and it's interesting because I talked to my dad about this because I don't have a car in Sweden. Basically, I think I could make about $10,000 more in the States for a job, $10,000 to $12,000 more, which is a lot more money. But I would need a car. I would need insurance on the car. I would need health insurance. So one of the things I was trying to figure out was I am paying a higher tax rate. Would I actually be making more money in the States to stay there or not? And I know you get a lot in Sweden, but this is just one of the things I have been thinking about. So I'm not 100% sure. Part of me thinks that I would really enjoy to come back to the States and work for a little bit and be closer to my family for a time. But could I stay in Sweden long term? I mean, I've been here 5 years, so I'm sure I would be able to. But I think it would be interesting to try some new things and be on the horizon. But that's one of the reasons that I'm doing YouTube, is because for me, this is a way for me to try something new and to have something just really positive to be involved in. And so far, I really liked it. Johan Holbeck asked me to listen to some Swedish dialects and see if you can find one you prefer to imitate. This is really important because I live more in Östergötland, that kind of surrounding area. And apparently we have more of kind of a farmer's dialect. So I'm interested in this next video coming up if you can tell that accent or if you mostly just hear the American accent in there. My guess is you'll probably hear the American accent. And also, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania originally, or right outside that area, and we have a very unique accent as well. So it'll be interesting to see how all that ties together. Patrick here says that he hears that Amazon is going to come to Sweden soon, and if that happens, it's going to blow your mind because, like, I went into that previous video about how awesome Amazon really is and how fantastic of a company it is. And I think it would be great for Sweden, and in a country that relies on doing everything online. I think Amazon is going to be great. And one of the reasons I was hoping to do that is I really wanted to get Amazon Prime. I like the shows that they have. I mean, it's not going to compare to like a Netflix or something maybe, but they have shows, but it's that 2-day free shipping. You just can't beat that. That is so awesome. So if that happens and we get Amazon here, that's going to be awesome. Thank you very much for the comment, Patrick. And then here comes from Brianna, and she says, "Hi, Andrew. I really enjoy your videos and perspective. Thank you very much. I'm curious about what grocery shopping is like in Sweden. I've seen people in Europe use trolleys to carry food home and make a few trips to the store during the week. What do you find that works for you? And can you talk about grocery chains in Sweden?" That's awesome. So the ones that I mostly see in Sweden is you have your ICA, you have your Willys, and you have your Hemshop. And those three are probably the main grocery stores. And I would say that some of them are more uppity than others. Like maybe Willie's is maybe cheaper than like an Ica or something like that. So that's one thing that we can look into here. Now, the difference you're going to notice is obviously the price is going to be more expensive, and they're a lot smaller than, say, a Walmart. And most people don't have cars. Now, if you have a car in Sweden, then you can buy a bunch of groceries at once and load up the car. And I see people do that. So if people have big families and they go to the grocery store, sometimes they buy a lot of groceries at once. But from what I have seen, it seems like a lot of people go to the grocery store a couple times a week. If you're going to go to the grocery store, like for me, for example, if I go shopping because I don't have a car, I grab a couple bags worth of stuff and go, or sometimes I'll just go a couple times a week to get my grocery list. They do have the trolleys, the ones that you can roll, and that's a very interesting thing too, because if you're in Sweden, and I think it might just be Europe in general, but if you're in a line, people will set that trolley down and kick it with their foot all the way to the front, which is a lot of fun. And now they have this machine actually for older people, which is a really cool machine where if you kind of kick it into that spot, it'll actually carry your groceries up to the top for you. But going to the grocery store is definitely something you don't have to plan, but you can go through and do. Now, I will say this, you're going to wait a lot longer than you are in America because there's less people working. And another interesting thing as well is that you have to pay for your bags. So, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like in the States, and I'm guessing it's the same in England, like they're just going to give you a bag. But I always found in the States, most of us would save those bags and use them as trash cans, just like you do in Sweden. But I think they're trying to make it so you have less things, which is nice because sometimes I use my Ica bags, I guess, as my trash bags. So I don't feel that I'm wasteful, but sometimes I will just grab a backpack, and you'll see a lot of people that'll have like a grocery bag. So I think overall it's a good thing. At the grocery store, they also have like this place where you can put cans and recycle basically and get a point back, which is a really cool idea as well with recycling, which is that you grab a can, you put it in the machine. They charge you up front for, maybe they charge you 6 cents or something like that for the can up front per can, but then when you put it back, you get your money back on it. And I think that's great because it's a nice incentive to recycle, and I mean it's good for the environment overall. They do have self-checkout now, which is why I've always said to people, it's more important than ever to educate yourself and to pay attention because there are fewer jobs out there, definitely. And you notice that even in Sweden, they got the self-checkout starting. But what I'll find is on a Friday or a Saturday, you're definitely, oh look, there's my cat kind of hopping in the background there. Hey, kitty cat. Anyways, you're definitely going to notice, I lost my train of thought there for a second, but you're definitely going to notice a lot of lines and things like that if you go the wrong time. There have been times where I have waited in the grocery store quite a long time. So you definitely want to go when the times aren't as busy. But overall, I mean, I'm used to the grocery experience in Sweden if you're just used to things that are going to wait. That's always what I say if you travel. Like, if you're going to come from the States, things are just going to take longer and slower, but you just have to accept that. It doesn't mean our quality of life is better just because things are faster. I think the food that I've gotten in Ica is very, very good. Fresh fruits, good vegetables. I mean, we talked about the food one. There's a lot more healthier options in Sweden for food, and overall, it's a good experience. But those are the 3 stores you're going to see, and I can't really think of anything else that'll be helpful for you guys as far as the grocery store goes, other than, yeah, you're probably going to do a couple trips a week depending on where you live. But the bags are really strong. That's the last thing I'll say. The grocery bags in Sweden are definitely really strong. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please give me a like or a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. This was like the main question that I got from this one that I thought was really good. So I went ahead and mostly did a video on it. And I'll figure out how to title these more and more so that people can find the particular question they have. If there's more questions you have on this, if I could answer something or get a little bit better, hey kitty, can you please write them in the comment below. If you have new questions, write them in the comment below, and I'll try to get back to you guys. Maybe I can do 2 this week of answering your questions. But thank you for the ideas for the videos. I love it. I hope I answered your question. I hope you're happy with that. And like I said, any more questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.